What's up, Michael? Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm gonna get started here real soon. Question, why is it called Sappho and Her Friends? Michael, what makes you possibly think I know what you're talking about? Okay. Let's get freaking started here. Welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. Sorry I was not live yesterday. I was in the studio, but I had other matters to tend to. I was doing character creation for my D&D character. It took me like 5 hours, and I'm still not done yet. That shit is crazy. So I'm still working on that. Still got a lot left to do. But that's what I was doing yesterday. That's why I didn't go live. I am going to not work on that character today. I'm going to be going back to the other character design that we were doing for my my pitch, my pilot, because while we have that like really nice sketch that I liked with the colors and whatnot, I do still want to explore like some of my options before we could do like a 3D sketch, but I think I want to figure some stuff out in 2D first. So that's basically what we're going to be working on today. Probably won't be like a super long live stream, but just it's been a while. Mama Luigi. What's up, Majwit? Mama. It censored you? Were you doing mama fucker? Yo mama. Oh, okay. It has so many O's. It had many O's. Do you think that's why it got censored? It was just like, you're going ridiculous here. You're going crazy mode. Have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons? Have you ever made a character for D&D? That is insanity. Like I can't fucking believe it. And also like it just sucks because like it doesn't suck. I'm having a ton of fun, but I came up with like the character's backstory before I like had a grasp on the mechanics. So like there's stuff about the character that I have to change. right? Like the armor I put her in here, I'll pull it up and I'll show you the armor that I put her in. It's more akin to like a heavy plate armor, but like as a paladin, I get chainmail. Like it's a given piece of equipment. So like I take that. So I'm probably going to have to like redraw this. There's like, you know, the DM was just like, there's nothing wrong with what you have here. It's just like, it's not going to look like that in game. And also, I didn't know this. Apparently there's no cleaver in Dungeons and Dragons, at least in like the 5e, like 5th edition, whatever that we're following. There's no cleaver. Like does that not seem crazy to you guys? Like, I don't know. To me, like a cleaver is such an obvious like weapon to include in a list, and it's a massive fucking list. Like you've got flails and maces and whatnot, and like a cleaver wouldn't be like, to me, I just think of like Dark Souls or like Bloodborne weapons, and it's like a cleaver would be on that list. So I can't do all the imagining. That's fair. Well, I think as a player, like there is imagining to be done. I thought it was a saw. Do you just like only have incredibly dull saws around you? What saw have you ever seen in your life that has a flat edge? What saw has a flat edge? The whole point of a saw is that it has teeth. Hence the term sawtooth. Have you ever seen a saw? A saw? Like as in this thing with teeth? Did you see a saw? What is happening right now? What is going on? Am I being gaslit? Clearly he means the clown. What? 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 Look at the edges, it's jagged. You're talking about the pixels? The individual pixels? Sure. I did not mean to make a pun. I guess it's the world's finest tooth saw. There you go. It's also wrapped in leather, so I don't know how the teeth would be showing if they're that fine. But whatever. I don't care anymore. Anyways, I'm gonna have to change some stuff. So it's a cover for a saw. Yeah, it's a saw cover. Sock. I got nothing. Sometimes you just pull out a thread and there's nothing behind it. It's just a piece of thread. Sheath? No, it's more like a leather like wrap. Like it's a big long strip of leather, and we're still gonna incorporate that. Sock on these nuts. Oh, fuck. You got me. I can't even recover from that. I talked with the DM. I'm still gonna do this like leather wrap concept so that I have both a bludgeoning weapon and a fucking slicing weapon. But I'm using a great axe instead. And also, did you know that Alcantara is not actual leather? It's synthetic. So that was fun to find out. Is this an IRL thing? Like with actual people? Yes. It will not be in person, but... And it won't be on stream either. Like, so don't get excited. Like, if I design any art or anything like that, like I'll bring you guys along for that. I'll show you, but like, this is not going to be on camera kind of thing. It would be fun. Maybe a future campaign. Of course. Okay, well now I want to do it just to spite you. Where is my Twitch chat? Oh, there we go. Okay. It wasn't on screen for some reason. Anyways, what I want to work on today is more of this guy. I still have not gotten confirmation yet on whether it's a turnip, a radish, or a beet. So we're still just going to operate under it being none of them. This is actually a very moldy strawberry. But we're gonna keep working on designs for this. I would love to move to a 3D sketch at some point, but I still, ew. I would still love to like explore, just like see what else could be explored here. But what I am gonna do is, I think I'm gonna take a couple of these and just put them on their own layer. You ever mashed a turnip? No, but I have tuna fish. Do I want to do its own layer? Yes, I do. I don't know why I'm like confused about this. Okay, I want this one. I almost just used the snipping tool. It's the wrong service. I want this one. Hey, what's up, Mind Over Development? Beatboxing Radish. Are you doing a beatboxing puppy reference? A joke that I did not understand when it was around? No. Beatboxing Radish beat. Do you know what beatboxing puppy was? I guess we'll take this one. And this one's pretty fun. Not Beanie Guy over here. The 4 words is a music loop. Whoa. Oh, I fucked it up. Beatboxing Radish beat. I guess this one can come too. Not this whisker. Oh, I did like this one more. These are crowded. Am I using my mouse for this? Beatboxing Radish, beatboxing Radish. Ba-da-ba-da. This one was fine. I think it's the eyes, to be honest. Like, I think the eyes could maybe use some, like, reworking for this one. I do like the color scheme, although, like, I do wish I had done, like, a little bit more of like, a splotchy texture. But obviously that can come out when I do it in 3D. Not this one. Not this one. I do kind of like this one. Oh, you know what else I wanted to look up? My niece is obsessed with print and place dragon chain things. I wanted to look into what those models are like. I guess I'll take this one as well. All right, am I missing any of the ones that I like? DJ name of a turnip. Turnip? It's with an I, yeah. He has a very punchable face. Who does? Which one? Which one are you talking shit about? Okay, I'll take these and then hide that. The one with color? What's wrong with its face? Okay, and then we can pop these. Pop this shit. Looks a bit doofy. It's just because it's front facing. Looks so smug. We'll work on that. We'll work on that. That's what I'm saying. I wanna like know a little bit more what I'm doing before we move on to the 3D sketch. I don't know. I still feel like we could maybe incorporate elements of this one. I'm still like really fucking with this one. the triplets. The three horsemen of the apocalypse. You can go here. And this one. I like the plume of this one. Looks like a rooster. I know the amount of fiber in 1 kilogram of lettuce and you don't. How much fiber is in 1 kilogram of lettuce? 1 kg lettuce. Macros. Whoa. What the fuck? I mean, who's going to eat a kilogram of lettuce, though? But what's heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of lettuce? Because it's obviously the kilogram of steel. Steel is heavier than lettuce. Let me Tommy that one. Water you making? What's up, Microwave Coffee? Long time no see. Steel? Did I say metal? What did I say? I've got a question for you. What? Did I say something wrong? Am I self-conscious for no reason? Am I a bad or am I a monster? Sure. Yeah, let's just move on. Okay, I gotta like do a test one just to like remember how I did this. Are you drawing your vegetables? That is correct. That's what Mama always told me. Mama always said, make sure you draw your vegetables so you can grow big and strong. And I didn't listen to her. Instead, I just ate them. And now look at me. When does a ripple become a tidal wave? Why, though, is there a context? What? Why am I drawing vegetables? I'm pitching something. I'm working on a pitch. Okay. Nothing going on in this head. VeggieTales 2? I mean, practically. Show pitch or like a board game or comic? It's more akin to a show, yeah. I feel like I've seen an episode of Smiling Friends with this face. Okay, let's do an actual attempt at a face. Okay, stuff of my nightmares, I can already tell. Is there a reason why all the characters are vegetables? What does it mean in symbolics? Well, the beet / radish / turnip character obviously represents the hardworking proletariat. And their aim is to overthrow the fatty bourgeois dairy products. No, it's gonna be like food education, which could also, you know, I'm not against incorporating, you know, class politics in it. Could be a good Trojan horse for kids. Draw a Yahtzee. is our food socialism's commentary. If I knew what you were saying, then maybe. Is there a character that switches between all three? Radish, turnip, or onion? I forget which three you said. Beat. That's why you were making beatboxing jokes. I don't know. I'll have to look into if there's like an actual like real life produce that does that. There are, like, depending on when you harvest them, there are foods that are like different, right? I hate socialisms. Okay, bro. Shallot? But I mean, like, is a shallot just like an onion but picked at a different stage? I just noticed that because this monitor is like all white, it's like really lighting my face up. That's crazy. Do you prefer that? When it's like this? Which lighting do you prefer? This one or this one? Shallot is a small onion that chefs use, but is a shallot, like, what I'm saying is, if you, like, let's say I'm growing a plant, right? I've got a plant here. There's a seed in the ground, right? And that plant starts to grow, and it grows into like a little stalk, and then eventually that stalk starts to flower and it bears fruit, right? If I pick the fruit here, we'll call that a Jeffrey, right? We'll call it a Jeff for short. But if I were to not pick it, if I were to let it grow, right, and it matures a little bit more, then what you pick at this point, well, colloquially we call that Steven, or Steve for short, right? Is there anything that you can think of that's like this, where it's like at the different stages at which you pick, it has a different name? It's like a fill light. Shallot is a different type of plant than onion. It's not like a baby carrot thing. Okay, I guess what I'm saying is if we had a different name for baby carrots. Well, except because I think baby carrots are... Maybe we planted a Frank. The less mature one being called Jeff. Why? Do you think Jeff is a more mature name than Steve? Jeffy? Jeff the Shark? I could go either way. Okay, bro. There's so many other Jeffs than that one. Like, why? My mind didn't jump right to it. Jeff Bridges. Probably. Well, mine did. Listen, I think we all could step away from the news a little bit. I think we all maybe watch too much news. Beef and veal, that's not a plant, but I know what you're saying. You hate Jeff Epstein. Well, you know what? We found some common ground after all. Oh my lord. That's... Oy, 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 oy. Does this fix the smugness problem that you were talking about? Is this less smug of a...
Much. You cray cray.
How is the families work in your vegetable world and how do they reproduce? I do actually have an answer to that. I don't know if I want to tell it. Because it's like part of a like a grand plan that I had. But they're not actually. I find objectively hilarious 10 out of 10 sentence. What? I found 2 things that I find objectively hilarious. That's fair. In my opinion, this is objectively the best. I don't want to steal your ideas, but that's a fun way to take the story. I think, e.g. robots. It's not that they're robots, although that is also an interesting concept. It was more that they're just like mascots, like they're people in suits, essentially. Not exactly, but like, you know. You're too slow. Okay, you know what? I was messing around before, but I kind of fuck with it. Okay, we'll put you aside for now. We'll put you over here. Do you fit under here? No, I can't. I need room for you. I guess you could just sit there for a second. Let's get rid of this fucking guy. Put you up there. Ah, why did I put you so close? Oh no! That's too much of fun facts for this chat. The movie Robots were 2005, where assemble a kid from the parts and they reproduce. Yeah, I was probably like, I'll probably talk about reproduction in like a botanical sense, like about how, you know, like there's pollinators and like flowers and like fruit, how fruit is the ovum of a tree or a plant. Like I'll probably talk about it in that way, but not, most likely not in the sense of like anthropomorphic reproduction. Reproduction? Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Do the plants also have vegetable eugenics, e.g. GMOs? That would be swag. It could be a topic. Like it's about education, right? So if it's like something that we can, if it's something I can write a script around, then like I don't see why not. Probably wouldn't frame it as eugenics, but you know, I look forward to your script deliverable. Will your characters be ecological? What does that mean in this context? What do you mean by that? Is that not the term? I don't know what you're trying to say. It could be. Ecologist? What? Swedish term. Oh, organic? Yes, like they'll be living creatures, but like I don't think they'll be. Okay, so here I'll let you in on my plan because it's, you know, it's not like it's not like there's a ton of you in here, but the thing I had in my head was like a Q&A thing, like a Wired autocomplete interview or something like that, and the question was, how do you possibly cook with vegetables on the show? Isn't that cannibalism or something like that? It wouldn't be phrased like that. And then the main character would essentially be like, it's better not to think about things like that. Just imagine us as people in mascot costumes or something like that. Like that's the idea that I had in my head, right? Because I was like, if we do a cooking show, but the hosts of the cooking show are vegetables, like people might ask uncomfortable questions. So I wanted to, that was like my workaround for that. It's giving the M&M commercial. Yeah, we're going to try and avoid the M&M commercials in most ways. You know that when they got chocolate on their lips and the M&M disappears? I understand what you're talking about. Conceptually, physically, metaphorically, financially, medically. Okay, what eyes? I don't know. I like, whenever I draw them, I like the big Scott Pilgrim-esque eyes that are like this. But it just feels like a little boring. You know what I mean? And maybe it's like a case where it'll translate better when it's in 3D. I don't rock with Hannibal Lecter. He kind of creeps me out. Yeah, Hannibal Lecter is kind of problematic, guys. We got to address this Hannibal Lecter controversy. Are you supposed to rock with, like, Jason Voorhees or fucking Freddy Krueger? I don't think that's the point. I think the point is they're supposed to scare the shit out of you. Hot take, he's bad? Fucking hell, bro. Gonna need some oven mitts to handle that take. Coincidence? I don't rock with Freddy Krueger either. You think maybe they're in cahoots?
Freddy Cohots.
In the lobby. How does the cahoots music go? In cahoots. Oh? I mean, it's nice and simple. Did you guys see that Amy got casting? We know who Amy is going to be in the movie. Amy is going to be played by Kristen Bell. In what movie? Sonic 4. It's going to be Kristen Bell, who played the main character in The Good Place, and she was what was it, Anna from Frozen? I don't know what like fan casting was, if I'm being honest. Like I don't know what people were like hoping. I don't see a problem with that. Oh, there you go. Scarlett Johansson. Can you point to a single role that she's ever played that you're like, yeah, that's the Amy that I want? Ash from Sing, the angsty hedgehog. I guess just because she also played a hedgehog. Is that what you want your Amy to be? She's getting typecast as a hedgehog. That's crazy. I want the person from the live dubs. Amy is a badly written character. I don't know enough about Sonic writing, so I will just take the contrarian appointment. No, you're wrong. As a newly found expert in Sonic lore, like here's an example. Did you guys know that sometimes Sonic isn't an alien? Sometimes it's Earth in the future. Ooh. I'm a male feminist. I don't rock with Amy. Fascinating. Top 10 anime deaths. Number 1. Your ass right now. Top 10 numbers. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Did he reuse the motif for Big Shot? So the idea is that they teach kids it's good to eat vegetables. Won't this be cannibalism? I was literally just explaining that. I was literally just explaining my workaround for that. Okay. Dapper. Had to do it to him, you know it. I forget what his hair looked like. Something like that. I don't know, it's like not exciting enough. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. I do like this. I do kind of fuck with this. No arms. It reminds me of the raw chicken companies that have the chicken as their mascot. There he is! Oh my god! Hi, Goku! No, you know what? Hold on. I got something better. I got it better. Let's see if I remember how to do this. What's up, Gab? Michael, step in here. Step into the rift. Who dis? Who's this? Who's this? Let's see if Michael's got me. I don't know if I don't know enough DBZ, but these are some DBZ characters. Come on. Come on. I don't ask much of you. No, what the fuck? Yusuke. We were doing Dragon Ball! And what is this character supposed to be? One of 3 things this is supposed to be. It's Raditz! It's Raditz! What the fuck, bro? Let me down. That's crazy. That's what I said. You said Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho. Fucking hell. Can't do anything. This is why we can't have nice things. Yusuke doesn't look like this, guys. No, Yusuke is more like... Yusuke is more like that. Which is very different from Gon, because Gon is more like that. Don't get them confused, okay? They might both be made by Togashi, but... That's not Yusuke or Gon. Hater spotted. Which is very different from Deku. There he is. There's Midoriya. With his hair down. And then Bakugo. Which is very different from which is very different from Killua. Very different, I swear. Hey, what's up, CFAB? We're just working more on character design stuff for my pitch. Anime hair, very different from Yugi. Oh my god, fucking wait, hold on. Let me picture. So he's got like 3 of these, doesn't he? And then he's got it's like that, but it's like multiple layers of that. What's the pitch? Pitching a vegetable show? Yes. It's a pitch for educational content. I'm working on the main character design right now. It's going to be a beet or radish or turnip. I don't actually know which one yet. Good luck. I believe in the vision. Thank you, thank you. Will it be educating children on why it's good to eat vegetables, or more like moral education? It's going to cover a wide variety of topics. You know, it'll do stuff about like kitchen safety and about like food safety and food handling, best practices, fun stuff like that. You know, why you shouldn't dump oils and fats down the drain. There'll be an episode about fatbergs. TV or web? Most likely web, but I don't know. We'll see. It's that would be dependent on, like, you know, government granting, and also like who can we get to run this kind of thing. And that's like years from now, for the record. That kind of thought. You were here? True. True. Check back 10 years from now when I'm fucking famous. And I will forget all of you. I demand 0.5. That is very generous of you. What the fuck? You can never forget me. Oh, then I demand 49%. That sounds more reasonable. You gotta fairly judge your compensation. You know, you can't undervalue your work. I demand 99%. Well, something's not adding up here. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not great at math, but I don't think those two numbers go together. More Undertale music. Interesting. Together we own 148%. Will this be aimed at 10-year-olds? I mean, my hope for it was like younger children with like appeal to adults. You know, like I have young kids in my family, and you know, they go through phases of stuff they like, but like my sisters love Bluey. I'm fine with it as well. So like I would like to potentially capitalize on that kind of niche, just like kids content that adults can stomach. I feel like is a good target. Make them all Australian if we can. We'll put in the ad that we're only hiring Australians or Australian accents. Can you do a convincing Aussie accent? Hello? Aussies. I'm kind of vibing with this face a little bit more. Like it's closer to what I have in my head. At least, which is good. That's also quite a bit closer as well. There's something about like this style of cutout. Was this ever a thing? Like I know it's the style for being like, oh, rubber hose animation, but like, was this ever actually a thing? Like if we go back to Steamboat Willie, is that what the eyes look like? I literally can't remember. No. Why is this the style? Was this ever a thing? Is this like a Mandela effect? This is public domain, by the way, so we can play it. Legally. So it's here in like the splash art in the title card. But they don't do it for the animation itself, maybe because it's too much work. Yeah, but I mean, like, Pete doesn't have it. Mickey doesn't have it. So, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Or maybe it's like, maybe it came later. Like, Felix the Cat, I know, has it. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's all just referencing. Oh, wait, does he not? Here, hopefully this Felix the Cat is also public domain. Where's Felix the Cat? Is that him? He looks very different. You're thinking of Bendy and the Ink Machine? Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Because this this concept originates from Bendy and the Ink Machine. It definitely wasn't a trope way earlier than Bendy and the Ink Machine existing. Where does pie slice I come from? In the 20s and 30s, I mean, this is on TV tropes. Examples, classic examples. Hold on. Open and close all folders. Okay, when you say examples of, if we're talking about visual media, a visual medium, don't have the examples be fucking written. Show them to me. What is this? Am I crazy? That seems insane to me. Also, I saw Smash Bros. Oh, Sora. You're crashing out? That's the wrong you're. It's TV tropes. Big Boy Restaurant. Advertising anime manga. Super Dimension Fortress Macross. But like these don't even have... It's not pie slice. That's just shading. That's just like highlights and shading. Which I guess is what the pie slice is supposed to represent. But like... What is happening? Does Popeye? No! What is going on? What the fuck? What the fuck is happening right now? Am I going insane? Am I being Mandela affected? Is everyone else? Why did old-timey cartoons have the pie eyes? But like they don't. That's what I'm saying. No example. Remember when we went on a rabbit hole? There was a wiki where a creature was a type of species and didn't explain the species. I know exactly what that is. That's wasn't it Care Bears? Or no, Teddy Ruxpin. Fuck, what was it called? Oh, I remember exactly the clip, but I can't. It was Teddy Ruxpin. What was it? And it was like within the lore of Teddy Ruxpin, it was also like, that's an old antiquated term. They now use this one. But it's like, okay, I'm glad we're being PC about it, but like, what is happening? Dr. Seuss uses it? In which ones? Cat in the Hat book. It's not. It's not. It's not. All these illustrations don't use it. Dude, what is fucking happening? Is this a conspiracy? Am I discovering something? Is this Illuminati? Like, actually, what the fuck is happening? Why is this the trope? Why is this the trope if I can't find a single fucking example? Felix the cat. Let me try that again. Almost everything here is just solid dot. What about fucking Oswald? Oswald the rabbit. Oswald the rabbit. I'm gonna lose my mind. It's all solid. It's all solid dot. It's a lie. Google Mickey Mouse 1920s. No, it was in the title card. We saw that. Mickey Mouse 1920s. We saw it was in the title card, but it wasn't in the actual cartoon. So like promotional art, like I don't know what the fuck this is from. This is like on the Wikipedia or whatever. This doesn't look like a real image. Give me like a cartoon that it was in. They did it. Okay, look. Here's an example. Of it being used. Oh, this is pissing me off. Here's modern Mickey with classic Mickey. Which one has the pie eyes? Which one has the pie-shaped eyes? It's the modern Mickey. Why is this a trope? I don't understand. This is blowing my mind right now. This is blowing my fucking mind right now. Because everyone uses this. Everyone uses this. You look at like Miss Minutes. Miss Minutes has it. And she's supposed to be reminiscent of like an old IPA rubber hose. Like she's got the pie eyes. But is it referencing something that didn't actually exist? What is this? Yeah. What the fuck? Pie-eyed. This is a comic. I don't know. Pie eyes, rubber hose. I feel like I'm being gaslit. Okay, this is a title card. Wait, okay. Was it just for title cards? Because this is I don't know what this cartoon was, but like this is a title card that has it. Flip the Frog was almost named Tony. I don't know who Flip the Frog was. It's not so deep. It is to me, bro. Don't minimize my feelings. Astro Boy? Astro Boy. But did he really? Did he? Astrobot? Yeah, maybe they were all referencing Astrobot. Okay, here's one. Here's one example of Astro Boy having pie eyes. Is that the Time Bureau mascot? Also saw a video of Poppy's Playtime Chapter 5. At least I can imagine punching all the prototypes. Dude, I'm straight flabbergasted. Okay, here's another one. So this is the trend that I'm seeing. Okay? And maybe if I end up like chopping this into a video or something, maybe I'll get an answer. But it seems like it's only promotional material or single static shots, like title cards. Every example that we've seen, when it's like in motion, they don't use the pie eyes. It's not animated because why would someone want to animate all that? I mean, that was my answer a little bit ago before I started falling down this rabbit hole. Oh my God. I can't believe how ugly the CG Astro Boy movie looked. Like some of the shots are like kind of interesting. Like this is a cool looking one. I fucking idolize this movie, by the way. No. It's so peak. Did you watch Pluto? I did. I like Pluto a lot. I wish Astro Boy was, I wish Adam was in it more. Do you know what's crazy? Keith David is in that. Keith David does the voice of Dr. Tenma in English. Isn't that insane? Anyways, if you guys find any examples of this, of like actual in animation pie eye, let me know. Cause like this is pissing me off. This is pissing me off because it's a trend that is like, if you want to demonstrate that your character is reminiscent of an older era of animation, you do rubber hose, you do like really gangly limbs, and you do pie eyes. But it's not. I don't understand. When they brought Pac-Man into 3D and they gave him a design. Okay. Pac-Man. What was the first, was it Pac World? What was the first use of the modern, like this design? Because maybe that'll help us pinpoint the Smash one. Okay. Pac World, But like this is PS1, so this is like late 90s already. When Pac-Man design evolution. Pac-Man evolution of Pac-Man, Pac-Man designs. History of Pac-Man. History of Pac-Man style guide. That's probably better. Mickey Mouse is kinda a racist. Probably depends on the iteration. History. Ms. Pac-Man. Oh, okay. Okay. Puckman. Here you go. Here we go. Promotional art. Once again, promotional. Not in animation. Super Pac-Man. Pac and Pal. Pac-Land. Okay. Pac-Land. There we go. We found an example from 1984, which, to be fair, probably also means it's meant to be reminiscent, but I'll give it that. It is a older example of this being done. And I'm not saying promotional because I'm pretty sure it's like supposed to be in the in-game sprite as well. Pac-Land gameplay. Now, I'm not saying this is like the first to do this. We're just like trying to find an example. Any example at all. Because I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of, my world is shattered right now. Oh wait, did the ghosts have it? The ghosts might have had it. I didn't even think to look at the ghosts. No, wait. The ghosts don't even have it in the promotional. Where is it? That's Pac-Man. Where's the... There it is. Look at that. I wish they kept this this Alphonse face. That's funny. But the ghosts didn't even have it in the promotional. What the fuck? I mean, doesn't really have it in game. I don't know. I'm tired of looking at this. This is pissing me off. This is pissing me off. Fucking. You good? You done with the pie eye rant? No, I've got like 20 more minutes in me probably. TV tropes. Fix your fucking article. Everything you link here. Like, did Popeye ever have it? Popeye. Let him cook. Popeye. Literally not a single example of it here. I Google Popeye. Literally not a single example of it. I mean, granted, a lot of these are like newer looking, I guess. Popeye original. Original. Mickey Mouse animations had pie eye. Name one. Name one that had it. Name one. You found one? Send it. Betty Boop. I found a lot on YouTube. Name one so I can find it. That seems like a pretty attainable imitate, like a, like I could oh my god, what's the fucking word? That's Michael, you sent a single image. I've been talking about animation. I've shown you numerous examples of single images that had pie eye. I showed Mickey Mouse that had pie eye. We're talking about in animation, in the clips. The Cactus Kids, I'm in ad right now. The Cactus Kid 1930. Okay, hold on. Cactus Kid 1930. Okay, promotional or title card, not animation. Is this upscaled? It looks fucking ugly. Oh, wait. Does it? I'm gonna make this full screen. Hold on. It's really hard to tell because it's boiled all to hell. Oh wait, did that say super resolution? Oh, it's like upscaling. Do we get a close-up? Okay, I'll give you that. It does have. Bro, it has pie eye? No, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. It was hard to tell before when he was moving. This is Minnie. Okay, we found one. When was Steamboat Willie? Wait, do they not have it in this shot? What the fuck is happening? They don't have it in this shot. They don't have it in this shot. Okay. This is bizarre. This is very strange. The floor changed. I noticed the table like popped in. Is this like a different cartoon? Wait, what is happening? They also look like different resolutions. Just slaps her. It's expensive to animate. He does. They don't have it here. They don't have it here. What is happening? What is happening? My world is like crumbling around me. Does he have it there? He does, like some, okay. It's like very inconsistent as well. Like he has it here. Didn't in the previous shots. Domestic abuse is not a joke. No, you don't understand. It was 1930. Back then, that was the peak of comedy. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, so what I'm now concluding is that this is a trope based on some promotional material, some title cards, and some animation sprinkled in. And it's representative of the entire multi-decade era of animation. What is happening? I'm getting very distracted. That's what's happening. Holy shit, dude. All because I thought it would be cool. I think you're kind of generalizing. I mean, that's what a trope is, yeah. On the whole. Oh my god. Where's my Reddit fucking post? I saw a ton of Reddit posts that's like, why did they have this back then? And it's like, okay, where's the post that's like, why didn't they have this back then? Why is this the trope if it's not that common? If it took us like fucking half an hour to find one example, kind of. Probably a ton more from that era. I mean, yeah, to be fair, there's probably a lot of lost media from back then. It's worse that it's inconsistent. It's just so weird. It's like blowing my mind a little bit. Maybe not two. Or maybe... Okay. I shouldn't. This is I'm being professional here. I'm being serious. I shouldn't have that on this layer.
The Doomslayer.
What do you guys think of this? I kind of want to fuck around with the hair a little bit more, but I don't know. I don't. This is probably the closest I've gotten to what's in my head right now. Hair is a no. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck around with the hair a little bit more. I still love this concept of hair, so I'll play around with it like how I did this one. Now that I have like a face a little bit more. Okay, let's put you suck. Tough guy. Let's get you out of here. You fucking suck. Bro, who even invited you? Shrink you and put you over here. Make you lose resolution. Okay, let's move you here. Is the face maybe too big? I don't remember what it was before. It's a tough call. I mean, the way I'm planning on making it in 3D, it could also, like, that could also entirely change. Like, I'm planning on having the mouth and the eyes be, like, separate objects that can be moved independently. Kind of hard to explain, like, verbally, but, like, it makes sense in my head, which means it probably doesn't make much sense. Isn't missing anything. I mean, I guess we could also, like, I could just push it a little bit more. It would be kind of cool if the eyes were, like, really dynamic. Like, essentially, do your rock with cooking companions? Do your rock with cooking companions? You're gonna have to elaborate. What are we doing here? What are we freaking doing? Hair. Pop. Pop. We the Brothers 3. Hey, what's up, Green Spider-Man? Welcome back. Are you familiar with the horror game Cooking Companions Where Vegetables Talk? I feel like I've seen a game theory on that, maybe. The Three Amigos. The Three Caballeros. The Three Caballeros. They say we are birds of a feather. It was super popular. I don't really fuck with horror games, though. So, there's that. There's that little wrinkle. A sweater. Is that from that? Was there talking? All I remember is like the real ass woman that was there. And she was fucking fine as hell. Holy shit. Actually, I kind of want to watch that again. Maybe I'll do that after stream. Let me see if there's a rip of that. Three Caballeros. It's from the 40s? They did a version for House of Mouse. They did one in DuckTales. Dude, I fucking loved this when I was a kid.
Now we're three gay caballeros. Yeah! We're three caballeros, three gay caballeros.
Am I gonna get in trouble for this? Did you say gay? It used to mean happy. It used to be colloquial for happy.
We're happy amigos.
They say it in the Flintstones theme song. We'll have a gay old time.
Where he goes, the 1, 2, and 3 goes, we're always together.
I remember being very confused because I was like, oh, that's Donald Duck. I know him. And then I'm like, who are these two fuckers? Who are these two random fucks?
We're three happy chappies with snappy serappies. You'll find us beneath our sombrero.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's bringing so much back. This is crazy. Okay, I gotta watch this on my own time. But where's the woman? Where's the lady? Yes! 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 When was Roger Rabbit? Because this is the 40s. Who Framed? This was 40 years before Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Think about that. Damn, are you like 60 years old? Yeah. Don't I look good for 60? This is from the 40s? You know the 40s was like 80 years ago, right? Was this used with the Disney Crystal? What does that mean? I remember I remember feeling like so bad for Donald in this part. I got this one as well. Dude, I need to find this movie again. How do you remember this if you're not 80? Yeah, because unlike right now, where I'm showing it to you and it's the year 2026, prior to this, no one was allowed to watch it unless they were born in the 40s. That's how this works. You definitely are not allowed to go to your local library with your parents and pick out a VHS that, you know, looked like it had an interesting cover, and you're not allowed to take that home and fiddle with your VHS player. That's not allowed. Government mandated, not allowed. The corridor thing that split light based on a single wavelength and was the perfect green screen? Is it like the precursor to the Void or whatever they call it now, the volume? I didn't know people saw cartoons from libraries. Do your libraries not have cartoons where you're at? That sounds unfortunate. Our libraries have like fucking like sound mixing booths and shit. You can go and like rent instruments. Pretty freaking sick. Gotta love a cool publicly funded institution. Oh my god, the big hat! I remember that! He spun it like a pizza. Oh, and it shrunk like a pizza. You're Canadian, I just realized? True, although that's the wrong year. Your libraries are swag? Thank you. Okay, I can't. I'll be watching this all night. Playing a game called Eto. It involves parkour and towers. Found one of the towers in the update. Living and is in fact a furry. What is this? I almost said Mr. Popper's
Wait a
Penguins.
second. This movie was made before computers. These aren't visual effects. Visual effects are designed with PCs.
That's not true. The visual and visual effects means you're using optical printers.
Yeah, I mean, like, green screening used to be a chemical process. They used to take film and they would literally, like, treat it with chemicals in order to remove background elements. But, like, you know, if it works like the volume used to work, or if it works like the volume work, if it used to work like the volume works now, where it's just like, instead of cutting out the actor and placing them on a hand-drawn canvas, they're essentially projecting the drawn imagery behind them so that it looks like they're essentially placing the scene already. It doesn't involve like post-processing or compositing.
I'm distracted
If I'm assuming it works like the volume.
the fact that this dude has like pants with the crotch down at his ankles.
He was way ahead of his time for joggers, man.
I mean, it is very impressive because that method wouldn't really work with a physical floor. New timestamp. Adventure Time had a lot of cannibalism. Okay, I don't remember.
And effort is sprinkling salt. He's sprinkling salt.
They're using sodium vapor lights. And sodium vapor lights emit light specifically on only one part of the electromagnetic
Okay.
spectrum. Very strict.
Oh, that's
What is
Yeah.
okay.
what is that? What advantage does that give them?
Vapor wash on the background. And they have a Technicolor camera. So back in the day, Technicolor cameras ran 3 strips of film, 1 strip of black and white film.
Oh, I see. Okay, so they are doing post processing. It's not in camera. My mistake. Do you remember when Lemon Grab ate his brother? No. The only thing I remember from Adventure Time was voice acting for something unrelated.
Red, 1 strip of black.
Gonna send my favorite badge in Discord. Okay. Half in camera. Well, I mean, it's in as much in camera as a green screen is.
And the prism splits off the wavelength of sodium vapor
This is a alpha. They call this a alpha.
light to 1 film roll, and then everything else, all the rest of the light goes to another.
That's, oh my God, that's fucking brilliant. That's actually fucking brilliant. I didn't even think about that. Whoa. Why don't we use that like modern? I mean, we probably do. I don't work in the film industry. That's fucking, so it's essentially generating a mask for you in camera. No manual rotoscoping necessary. That's awesome. That's insanely cool. That's the thing we don't.
So in the moment when they're rolling the shot,
Yeah, it's like how we don't know how we got to the moon. Like it's cool to like look back at this marvel of technology and then it's just like, yeah, and we can't use that today. We could. Like, I'm sure the volume could let you, because I think the volume, Marquez has a video where he like got up and close to it, but I think the way the volume works is like it operates at such a frame rate that you can actually have multiple things captured on a single, like two different cameras with 2 different synchronicity can record 2 different images off of the same volume, I think. So they can have like in-camera lighting as well as green screen or something like that. I don't know. It's really complicated. Way more complicated than this, but like that genuinely is one of the coolest things I've ever heard. That's insane. Do you think it's possible to prove to a moon truther that we landed there? No, it's not worth my time.
there's 2 pieces of film, one that's getting the shot and one that's getting a perfect black and white mask with transparency of the background because it's only exposing to a certain wavelength. So it's the perfect split because the light is so physically being split and like selected.
Here's proof of the furry tower. Thank you. Thank you, Chatter. There we go. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, hair. I got distracted by the pretty lady and 3 caballeros. They say we're birds of a feather. That's what they say, but I don't know if I should believe them. The reason we don't use it anymore is, oh, is sodium light like really bad for you or something? They lost the prism. That something a wizard would say. Something a mage would say. Your lordship, we can no longer produce film of the same quality, for we lost our prism. Couldn't remake them? That's very funny. We couldn't remake the prism. Why not? Is my follow-up question to that. Is it like a... Is it something to do with, like, you know how all metal, or not all metal, but all of, like, a certain kind of metal pre-nuclear tests is, like, different from post-nuclear tests or whatever? Like, there's something about having to go down to the Titanic and harvest metal from it because it's pre-nuclear weaponry. Do you know about that? I'm sure you do. We frequent a lot of the same, like, fun fact videos and stuff. You do not? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Here's a fun rabbit hole for you. Apparently, once the nuclear bombs went off for the first times, there was a certain metal that, like, permanently changed on the world, like the alignment of the molecules and whatnot. So in order to use that metal, like a pure version of that metal, we literally have to go down to the Titanic and, like, get some, or like other shipwrecks. Wow, I know, it's crazy. It's wild. And it's also scary to think about, because, like, you know, if you watched Oppenheimer, or if you know about, like, the production of nuclear bombs, they literally didn't know what was going to happen. There was a possibility that the entire atmosphere was going to ignite and, like, light on fire and all of us were going to die. Like, they literally did not know. They just kept developing it. And so, like, this is an interesting, like, it did change the world in more than just, like, you know, its usage. No, that's not how I had it before. Well, but I'm experimenting. It's fine. Here's another fun fact for you, and I love whipping this one out. This is like my go-to party fact. About 600,000 people on planet Earth, whether they know it or not, are walking around with their organs mirrored. It's a condition known as situs inversus. You can look this up, and it affected, I think it's about like 0.02% of the population or something like that. I don't think it leads to any complications, aside from just, like, confusing the absolute hell out of doctors that are checking pulses and stuff. But I could be wrong on that one. That's a fun fact I like to pull out. And then I got another one. This one's a little harder to explain, but I like to pull out the fact that in a vacuum, everything is affected by gravity at the same rate, meaning that if you drop a hammer and a feather, it'll hit the ground at the same time. And this was actually proved. There's video evidence of this on the moon. Unless you don't believe the moon exists or whatever the fuck moon truthers believe. Nah, it's fake. There's no moon up there. It's a projection on the screen of the sky. Only the Earth is flat? Yeah. The moon exists, I think. That's true. The moon exists, I think, therefore, I am. Famous Descartes quote. Desquote. The moon exists, therefore I am. I'm what's known as a moon dependent. I think I only exist if the moon exists. Spent a lot of time looking at flat Earth beliefs for fun. They don't think the moon is round a lot of the time. It depends on flat Earth. Sounds exhausting, frankly. And like, it's, you know, it's ground that's been tread, but it's like, to what end? What does it even freaking matter? Like what, you're gonna walk? You're gonna circumnavigate the Earth? Like, does it truly even affect you? I love when they prove the Earth is round 3 times. Yeah. Yeah, it's like literally, unless you become a pilot, in what way does it affect you if the Earth is not round or not? And then that leads to, what reason would there be to lie about it? You know what I mean? Like, if it's this big old fucking conspiracy, which I don't, you know, there's obviously conspiracy. It just is not usually the conspiracy people think about. But like, to what end? What does it matter if they tell you that the Earth is round? Okay, bro, that's great. Studying flat Earth is really interesting since those guys basically have a proof of concept of how to convince others of falsehood. Well, the other thing is, like, from what I understand, which is nothing about anything, but from what I understand, it's like they will come up with explanations for specific things, but it might not necessarily, like, fit into the broader view. Like, things will contradict and whatnot. Flat Earthers say Earth is flat, gets dragged to hell by Satan himself. Darman video idea. Do you know about the final experiment? No. Is that the Netflix documentary? I didn't realize how much I made this hair like kind of Goku coated. Rich dude flew out some flat earthers and globers to Antarctica to see 24-hour sun to disprove flat Earth. That's the Netflix documentary that you're talking about? And did they see it? What gender exactly is the radish? I mean, not really important. The voice I had in mind is more feminine, but it doesn't really affect the story in any way, regardless of what gets chosen. This music is sick. This is from Splatoon. Selfie chirpy chips is what it says. It's maybe a little big. I'll keep experimenting, but I think maybe less big hair. Oh, I hope I'm not getting sick. Or I hope I am getting sick. Because my voice gets really fucking nice when I'm sick. Good. You think the radish would go well with the Kagamine Rin voice bank? What is that? Who is Kagamine Rin? Oh, Vocaloid? I was not picturing a Vocaloid, if I'm being honest. Butterfly on your shoulder. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! This vegetable lives in a post-gender society. I mean, I didn't think about the world building all too much. I think that'd be a fucking awesome element to introduce. Because that could then also lead right into reproduction and whatnot. But no, I haven't thought that far ahead. No, in terms of the voice, I actually it's one of my coworkers. Like, I have a voice in mind. And they themselves are non-binary. So, and nothing is set in stone. That's the other thing. It's like, this is, you know, we're concepting. Bluey has gender in society. It parallels mom and dad. Post-gender could be cool. I kind of fuck with bald. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not just saying that to cope. I'm not just saying that because it's easy. I'm running out of space. I gotta make these smaller. Will it have vegetable racism? Probably not. Probably not. Unless it's to service... unless it's in service of a lesson. Like, I can imagine a situation where it's like different eating utensils or different, you know, different like spice configurations. I don't rock with racism. Brave. I don't think like racism specifically, but I think there is like, you know, it's about education. So if there's any avenue for learning, I think it's worth exploring. But I'm very much not the person. Like, I'm not going to single-handedly write that storyline. You know what I mean? Like, I would definitely want to. I would definitely have people to consult. All right, let's put our buddy over here and get some more hairstyles. Yoink. I should probably, you know what? I should probably look up what a turnip looks like, or a radish, or a beet, and see if I can just like naturally make a hairstyle out of that. My biggest pet peeve for racism, cause the bad race are literally predators. Listen, I have not seen the second one. I don't know. And it's been a while since I've seen the first one. I agree that it could have been handled in a more interesting and nuanced way. But at least they approach it from, like, I will say, it is refreshing to have it be systemic. Like, it is a welcome approach to it, even if it, like, you know, didn't necessarily stick the landing. It is cool to see it essentially be like a systemic problem that they had identified needs to be tackling, as opposed to like on the individual level. But then they ultimately, like, the villain is one person, so. But yeah, like I said, I'm nowhere near qualified to make that judgment myself, regardless. I like I like when they're standing there. It fails as a race commentary. Well, I mean, let's be frank. Let's call a spade a spade. I don't think you should be going. You should be turning to theatrical animated Disney movies to be the building blocks for your material analysis, and you know, it doesn't seem like the best spot to pick. You could, I guess. Nothing wrong with it. Beets. Beet. Okay, so beets have like stalks. What does a radish look like? Radish kind of looks like spinach at the top. Okay, and then what is a turnip? Turnip also kind of looks like spinach at the top, but like a little bit more like celery. Okay. Can I work with this? I was arguing with someone online about this like a year back, and they kept saying stuff about minorities do bad things too. And I mean, that's ultimately like, if there's not enough to chew on, or if, you know, if the person watching it is maybe not the most charitable, that's what it can like default to. But like, that's why I like that it was more of a systemic topic. And I wish that it had gone like a little bit harder and like a little bit more interesting. Like the fucking, you know, could have talked about like zoning, redlining, gerrymandering, redistricting. Like there's a lot of aspects that you could look at. Ecological, you know, environmental, which is, I guess, goes back to zoning when you're talking about like, you know, houses near highways and whatnot. So I was thinking of like big bushy hair, not necessarily like stalks, but I'll try like individual stalks, see if I maybe like that. You should add all that to this veggie pilot. It'll be swag. What is all that? Like all that? Like ass? You're telling me to add ass? Add Astra? I'm good. That'll be for a different pilot. Maybe something like that. I mean, it's a little bit more complicated and probably doesn't look as good. Oh, you know what? I'm so stupid. I just realized I forgot to change my category. Been streaming on Just Chatting this whole time. Lovely. I love doing that. That's my favorite. Yay! Should I just switch it now or should I just fucking leave it? What's the setting for this show? Most likely a kitchen, but there will be, like, you know, in the first episode, in the pilot, it's like a campsite. There's a campsite. So it won't like stay in the kitchen set. That's just kind of like the framing for maybe a lot of episodes. Like it'll start in the kitchen and then maybe it'll go to a farm, meet some cows, get some dairy, turn that dairy into butter. Turn that butter into buttercream. Make a cake. Do they all get a job like Capitalism Society? Again, that's world building that I haven't necessarily thought about yet. Would it be cool if they lived on like a commune? That'd be pretty cool. Like a co-op. I find myself, it's really funny, I find myself like writing self-sustaining villages and stuff like that. Like my D&D character, I made that they came from like a small little isolated village in the mountains, and it's like a self-sustaining village. My webcomic is the main character's from like a little village, like an isolated. Make the vegetables socialist, that's going to be swag. I feel like if I rewind the chat messages a little bit, you had a very different tune. Let's see if I can find it. I think it was before this. He did blackface, I think. What, Mickey Mouse? I must have missed that. So this is more of like a Danny Danny hairstyle, which I do kind of fuck with for this, but it will be less like dynamic. Like it'll still be bouncy, but it won't, like this one, it's gonna be like super bouncy if I do that. Big fan of the Big Marks. Yeah, I liked his epic rap battle. It was pretty good. It's one of my faves. That one is a good one. It's like I have a few memorized from that era when I was like 13 years old. That's one of them. What was it? Fucking, oh my god. That one, no, wait, Marx, it was Marx versus Ford. It was Marx versus Ford. That one is good, but I was, you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of fucking Rasputin versus Stalin. That's the one I was thinking of, because they mention Marx, but then someone else shows up. That's what I was remembering. Okay, let's go for a mohawk. Yes. Yo, I'm the host with the most glass nose. Assholes made the mess and the war got cold. God, my fucking brain is so rotted. Did somebody say birthmarks? Draw yourself as a cat? Me? Okay, I guess you can't have a mustache as a cat because the nose, it's like that, and then it's like a little stick figure guy. I guess my mustache could be the whiskers. Like that. Is that good? I would not make it. I wouldn't make it as a cat. This cat looks so sad. Nah, he's over it. He's tired. Is that to your liking? Do you like the mohawk? Oh my god. It's a mohawk to hide like a really, really crazy hairline. Is there any other hairstyle you can think of, or should we just leave it there for now? Pixie cut, I guess, or a wolf cut. I need another copy. I didn't make enough copies. I guess I could just copy this one. I forget what a pixie cut looks like. Space buns? What are space buns? I've never heard that hairstyle before. And I'm a fucking connoisseur of hairstyles, okay? I know all of them. I know the bob. I know a Frank. It's a rare hairstyle. Like it's a Pokemon. Collecting hairstyles like Pokemon. What the fuck does a pixie cut look like? Pixie. I know, like Vizzy. Okay, I look up pixie cut and AI gives me like 6 different people like that have entirely different hairstyles. So like, what the fuck? So it's just very short hair. Okay, I'm gonna do a wolf cut instead. Wolf cut. Okay, this is also just giving me different fucking hairstyles. Is there like a better resource than Google to look up hairstyles? Because like, what the fuck do you mean? The fuck do you mean these are all supposed to be the same hairstyle? The fuck do you mean these two? There was a better example. Wait, this guy. Yeah, this one and this one are the same hairstyle? What the fuck? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Da-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba. Means your hair looks like Justin Bieber. Was Justin Bieber's hair not a bowl cut? Oh, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know what a pixie cut looks like. There, just gave her my webcomic character hair. I got no clue. Okay, so I mean, like, one thing's for sure. I definitely prefer like the rounder edges than the sharper ones. I still think I'm leaning towards like this one ultimately. Like, it just seems the most fun. Long flowing mane. It's tough. It's a tough call. I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards this one. So maybe we'll move forward with like this in a 3D sketch just to see if it would like work in 3D or something like that. But I think that's a good spot to leave it off. We had a crazy amount of topics today. Holy shit. What a fucking wild ride. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for coming along on this journey. I still want to do that 1,000 dice roll idea, except I did the math on that. If I took 2 seconds, if it took me 2 seconds to roll the dice, so to speak, if it took me 2 seconds to roll the dice, to roll the dice, and then mark down the number of roll that is and what number it like resulted in, if that took like 2 seconds, then this is like max a half-hour challenge. Right? So instead of 1,000, I might do like 5,000 or like 10,000. But I don't know. We'll see. I still want to do it. You could do a Python script. No, I have a physical D20 that I bought. Not bought. It was given to me. I got it for free. It was made of tin and I had to fold it myself. It was like origami. So I wanted to see if I did like 10,000 rolls of this D20, how the distribution is. If it's like weighed to a certain number or something like that, and then I can use it for D&D to cheat. If it is in fact weighed, or like one number is more likely than the other ones. Because like 10,000, I feel like 10,000 is enough of a sample size. What is this? All the rolls. Generating pi from 1,000 numbers. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting concept as well. How long can we go? How long does it take to get to 6-7? I don't know. I'll probably do this. If I'm doing like 10,000, I'll need like 6 hours. So I might do it like as a weekend thing. Maybe not this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, what's up, Tarpool? Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 came out. Yeah, that's what Patrick was saying. That's what Patrick was saying earlier. Anyways, you guys have been great. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next time I go live. Be sure to tune in next time, whenever that is. Whatever that is. Anyways, you guys have been great. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Bye.